I hate waking up early, I hate long workouts, I hate leaving my house, and I hate the idea of giving up the foods and drinks I love. If you're in the same boat, look no further. You can improve your health, fitness, and physique in as little as 10 minutes a day and never leave your house. How do I know? I did it. Stick around. This mystery tool is the jump rope. Personally helped me lose 37 pounds without having to leave my house and allowed me to reclaim my fitness. So now I can chase around my kids and bounce on a trampoline with them without getting out of breath in like 10 seconds. I don't like a lot of nonsense, so I want to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. If you found my channel, you obviously know that I love the jump rope and I want to teach you guys how to get started. And I'm talking from a very beginner to learning how to crush double unders and move the rope in your feet like you're Muhammad Ali. The way I would approach this is a 5-phase approach. Phase 1 is mastering your basic bounce and your side swing. Phase 2 is mastering your footwork. Phase 3 is mastering your rope work. Phase 4 is combining phase 2 and 3 together, and then phase 5 is double unders. And I'm gonna quickly show you how to learn all 5 phases. We actually don't need this mat for a second. First up is the single under. So mechanically, all you're doing is keeping your feet close together. You can have your toes touch. You can have them not touch. It doesn't really matter. You're getting up on the balls of your feet and you're hopping up and down about an inch off the ground. That is it. That is the single under. You're not kicking your feet back. You're not dolphin kicking forward. You're just hopping just enough to clear this rope. Because if you think about it, you only need to jump about 1 to 2 inches to get over this rope. Once you get that down mechanically, bring the rope in and spin it with your wrists, not your arms. So it looks like this. Just hopping up and down, up and down. 50% of phase 1 is mastering the single under and stringing 100 consecutive jumps in a row. That's it. Take as long as you need to get there. Some people are farther along than others. Some can pick it up faster, so it doesn't really matter, but just your goal is 100 consecutive jumps. That is the first half of phase 1. Phase 2 is the side swing. This is how you can enter into jumping. You actually don't need to jump when learning it. All you're doing is taking your dominant hand, having it glide across the top of your body, and then having your non-dominant hand follow it underneath. You almost want to picture there's like a rubber band attached, so as your top hand pulls, the bottom hand follows. And that is it. You're just swinging ever so slightly. When you're ready to start jumping rope, you lock your non-dominant hand on that side. So my non-dominant is my right side. Lock it on my right, open up my left hand. That's it. So we're side swinging, right hand, right side, open left hand. That's it. Now you can do the same as you master the side swing, your non-dominant hand. It doesn't really matter. I'm just a lefty, so I learned with my left hand first. Open. Once you can side swing and enter into your 100 consecutive single unders, basic bounce, whatever, that is phase 1. Phase 2 is footwork, and this is just expanding your capabilities, building upon the foundation of phase 1. So you enter in to your single under, and then first you learn your boxer skip, which is shifting your weight left to right. So I tap my right foot, it's literally just hopping back and forth. Right foot, left foot. That's it. You can do 2, doesn't really matter. You're gonna trip a bunch. You really just wanna make sure that your hands are level, you're flicking with your wrist so the rope snaps open, and you wanna get about 50 to 100 boxer skips, and you're gonna be proficient with the boxer skip. After that, you can work in some mummy kicks, some heel taps, some toe taps, really just play around with the footwork and learn how to master doing a side swing with the different footworks and not tripping. And again, once you can get 100 consecutive jumps with boxer skip, with the mummy kicks, with the heel taps and toe taps, that's phase 2. That is it. You are proficient with your footwork. Phase 3 is where it gets a little more challenging. You're learning 2 specific rope skills, and it just allows you, again, to expand upon your foundation in phase 2. So you start in with your side swing, start jumping. Now the first move you're gonna learn is a southpaw. And all it is the last half of the side swing. So You pull your dominant hand over and then open it back up and then do it with your non-dominant hand. It is literally just half a side swing. That's all you gotta do. When you're opening, you just flick that wrist down so the rope snaps open and you won't trip on it. That's the easier part of phase 3. The hard part is the crossover, which looks like this. Now, there's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube for how to learn this. The best method I've found to learn is mastering a couple cues. The first one is you kind of want your elbows pulled back a little bit and tight to your rib cage. Not super tight, but just enough so you know that they're locked right there. Because when you perform the crossover, you want to flick with your arms, or excuse me, you want to flick with your wrists and not your arms. So you want to have this nice flick and open versus this armsy looking maneuver. Once you kind of practice that, the flick, you point your handles down, flick open, keep those handles pointed down. You really just gotta give it a go. So once that rope is up overhead, that's when you cross. Nope, and I messed up there because I didn't flick hard enough. There it is. So you really want to give yourself a hug as you're flicking your handles down, and that rope is going to create the loop that you can jump through. And then when the rope comes back, you open up and flick back down. So it's almost like a figure 8 that you're creating to work on. So I don't expect you to get the crossover or consecutive crossovers day 1, but just practice. The way that I would recommend doing it, getting into your single under, crossover, back, couple bounces, crossover, oops, did 2, back, crossover. Really just try like every third bounce. And then once you can hit it every single time on every third bounce, try it every second bounce, and then every bounce. And eventually, you're gonna get the crossover. The southpaw almost takes care of itself with the side swing, but you can go southpaw to crossover. Anyway, that leads us into phase 4, tying everything together. So this is just a combination of the footwork and the rope work that you've learned in your previous phases. So again, starting with the side swing, double side swing, jumping into it. Maybe you get some boxer skip going, and then okay, let me see if I can time my rhythm with a southpaw with this boxer skip. Or maybe some mummy kicks, who knows, some running in place. Just mess around and have fun with the footwork. Then once you have that down, you want to learn the boxer skip crossover, high knee crossover, tie it all together, and just have some fun with it, really. That's all it's about. Getting out of the house, the literal house, not leaving your house, for about 10 minutes, and just stringing together some fun combinations and having fun with your cardio. Last up is phase 5, it's the double under. Let's put this down. If you can do all of that stuff I just showed you, boxer skip, crossover, high knees, mastering the basic bounce, the side swing, you are ready for the double under. All it is this: jump, tap, tap. That is the rhythm that you need to ingrain in your head. Jump, tap, tap, jump, tap, tap, jump, tap, tap. What that looks like with the rope is this. Enter in with your side swing, as you know. Start feeling the rhythm with that single under. Now instead of jumping 1 to 2 inches off the ground, you're jumping 4 to 6. Jump, tap, tap. Jump, tap, tap, jump, tap, tap. That's it. Work on stringing 50 to 100 of those together, and you've mastered all 5 phases. If you're looking for specific workouts, I've got the jump rope blueprint, which will take you through each phase, phase 1 through 5. It's about 25 minutes per day. It'll take you from never knowing how to jump rope to mastering your double under on your own schedule. There's no by week 4 you have to learn this. It's just do it on your own pace. And if you're looking for jump ropes, the ropes I use are cross rope, as well as the cross rope splash pad. Helps protect your joints and your ropes, especially if you're jumping out in the driveway or on a more rigid surface. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.